Recognize the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Hice, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'm here really to speak in behalf of my fellow Georgian Budget Committee Chairman Tom Price, thanking him for introducing this piece of legislation to rename the Marietta, Georgia Post Office after Marine Lance Corporal Squire Skip Wells. The life of Lance Corporal Skip Wells is quite an inspiration, all the way leading to his death. He is a native son of Georgia. He did not fall on some far-off battlefield, but was killed tragically by some cowardly terrorists just about 100 miles from his birthplace, just outside of Atlanta. Lance Corporal Wells graduated from Sprayberry High School in 2012, where he played clarinet in the marching band. He was an active junior ROTC student with the U.S. Naval. Junior ROTC. He was beloved by all who knew him and will always be remembered as a young man who was willing to go anywhere to protect anyone. Following graduation, he attended Georgia Southern University. Before following a long family tradition of military service, he enlisted in the Marine Corps in 2014. He was a proud field artillery cannoneer. Lance Corporal Wells continually put the well-being of his fellow Marines and his mission before that of his own. On July 16, 2015, Lance Corporal Wells was just completing 2 weeks of training at the Naval Reserve Center in Chattanooga when a gunman opened fire on the compound. Without regard for his own safety, Lance Corporal Wells was last seen running to warn colleagues in the motor pool of the attack. He was only 21 years of age at the time of his death. The tremendous effect and impact of his death on the community was evident at the memorial service, where over 4,000 mourners filled the high school stadium in remembrance, and several thousand were outside the stadium. Lance Corporal Skip Wells was a proud Marine and a true hero. He made the ultimate sacrifice and selflessly gave his life to protect his fellow servicemen and our nation. And here we are approaching the 1-year commemoration of his death. I think the timing of this is quite significant. I would ask all of us to keep Lance Corporal Wells' family and friends in our thoughts and prayers on this memorial time. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back, urging support of the passage of this renaming.
I thank the gentleman, and there are some people in the